opera in Boston and in the world?
That's a good question. Well, unfortunately, opera in Boston, both in Boston and in the world, has faced some challenges in the last few years, especially in the States with the economic crisis the way it is. A number of medium and small and even large opera companies have closed. Like I said, in Boston, Opera Boston unfortunately closed about a year ago. And it's very devastating to see. But at the same time, I'm hopeful that all of this will encourage us to start thinking in more creative ways. So I think two things will help with the future of opera in Boston and in the world. I think one of those things is education, primarily of young people, students, children, teaching them early on, getting opera and classical music into the schools and teaching them to appreciate it and to know the stories. And maybe they won't all grow up to be opera singers, but they'll have an understanding of it. And then when they're adults, hopefully they'll become the future audiences for opera and for classical music. And I think the other way that we can encourage the future of opera in both Boston and the U.S. and the world is through more collaboration and more of an entrepreneurial spirit. And I think that's one of the things that's really thriving in Boston with so many young music students. We're getting out of conservatory and we're realizing that in order to have a career, we may have to do something a little bit different. And we are lucky to be blessed with colleagues that we can collaborate with, and in such a city with such a wealth of music students. So I think the more that people do that, the better. A couple of great examples of that are the opera company that I mentioned that I helped start back in 2006, Boston Opera Collaborative. We came out of conservatory with not a ton of opera experience, recognizing that opera companies were dwindling and it was harder and harder to find opportunities. And so we created opportunities for ourselves by starting a small opera company that could stage 3 productions a year. And we could learn not only how to perform on stage, but how to run the company and how to run a business, which has been extremely valuable knowledge for me in my professional career. Another example of a great entrepreneurial spirit of a musician that I've just recently learned about is a woman named Julie Levin, who runs Shelter Music Boston. And she, again, recognizing that it's harder and harder for musicians to make a living in this field, and we're always looking for performance opportunities. And yet we want to reach people. We want to bring this gift to humanity. She started a small organization that brings classical chamber music to homeless shelters, where people might not necessarily ever hear classical music and certainly don't have much hope left in their lives. And it gives both an opportunity for the performers to make an income and to perform, and for people who really need to hear this music and would not otherwise get to hear it. So I think more experiences like that, the willingness of artists and musicians to do something a bit different and to be creative and to educate the next generation of classical music lovers.
That's great. And you think you feel you have many lucky in your life? That is one audience from 2 stars Vietnamnet send you a question because he saw your bio. You are very young sopranos, but you are many achievement and successful. So he think you are lucky soprano. So you think you are lucky, and you can share with our audience you're lucky in your life. Your lucky life.
I do think I'm lucky. I've been blessed with a number of incredible musical experiences in my life that as a child I only dreamed of doing these things. and but at the same time, it's due to a lot of hard work too, and like I said earlier, a lot of sacrifice, spending a lot of time away and spending a lot of time studying and working hard on my technique. I wouldn't have gotten where I am without all of that work I did and without many wonderful, incredible teachers who helped me along the way and encouraged me to keep going even when you don't get the gig or you get a lot of criticism or you're tired of being on the road. Those people keep you going. And as I'm looking to the end of 2012 and the beginning of 2013 today, I feel very, very lucky that I've had a number of life-changing musical experiences this year. In particular, my trip to Vietnam was my highlight of 2012. So I feel really grateful that I had that opportunity.
Yes. Only in Vietnam now, 10:40 p.m. 21st of December 2012. That means only more than 1 hour to become New Year. And in Boston, in Eastern time now, nearly that is 10:40, nearly 11 a.m. That means we have some hours to become New Year. You can say your thinkings and greetings to people from Boston, that Boston Forum and Charles Ansbacher Music Club. You know about Charles Ansbacher Music Club. Yeah, we have a Charles Ansbacher Music Club to promote ideology of and maintain and foster mission of Charles. And also today you are web chat and online with many audience from Vietnamnet and 2 stars section. That is a great section and special section to promote and introduce and catch up and discuss with great stars, superstars in the world and in Vietnam. So you can share with our audience, our people in Boston, in Vietnam, and in the world about your thinking and your greetings to New Year 12-13.
Well, I would love to wish everyone in Vietnam and Boston and the world a very happy 2013. I always love New Year's because it's a wonderful time to look back on the year we've had and to look forward to the many new opportunities and experiences we'll have in the new year. And I wish everyone health and success and a year full of music and wonderful art together so that everyone can come together and hopefully find a more peaceful world. I think there's a real need for that right now, and I hope that music and art can play a role in bringing people of all cultures and all places all over the world together.
Yes, great. And we also, on behalf Boston Forum, Charles Ansbacher Music Club and Vietnamnet, 2 stars, we would like to that we wish you are great, successful, great, happy, very happy, and healthy, and lucky 12, 13, and you will become great soprano star in Boston, in the world.
Thank you so much.
Yep. And many great things may come with you in 12, 13.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, great. And we finished our web chat and online with our audience New Year Eve. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Natalie. Great.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yes. Thank you. See you later.
See you.
See you. Thank you.